Let me tell you an awesome real life story. 1 year back in 2020, in this COVID-19 lockdown year, I was in Dehradun. I dropped BTech in January 2020. I left my college in third year BTech, sixth semester. Actually, if anybody don't know, BTech is of 4 years, which is having 8 semesters in total. So I dropped in some sixth semester. In December, I stopped going to college. Actually, I went to college due to the seminars which I was giving regarding my own startup, which was named as TYSM. I was having a distributing like a card, discount card, which was valid in more than 300 shops in Dehradun. I literally went in more than 3,000 or 2,000 of shops. I went there. I told them that I'll bring your audience and you have to give discount to my audience. And just like that, we just started a grocery card, a discount card, where if you take my discount card to different shops, you will get discount. So I was completely devoted to that thing, and I left my work, I left my college in January. I stopped going to college at all. Went into the market, just hustle, pure hustle, like completely. I left my nanny's house also in like December. I left my nanny house, and then I completely shifted to my own. Like I stopped talking to my parents and completely shifted. Like it was all on my own. I had some six thousand or 7,000 rupees in my pocket, and I left like blank. Like left. I took my stuff and I left my nanny's house, and then I got one room, some 500,000 rupees. Then I stood there. The life went little bit good when I gave a few seminars and I got to earn some around. I was at some goods, like I got some money. Then what happened is after 3 4 months, this lockdown happened in April 2020. This lockdown happened, and this lockdown just broke, like just crushed me. My startup just crashed. I had zero sources of income, like zero. And at that time I shifted to a different place, a different room, and that room was charging me 4,000 rupees rent. So what happened was, when the lockdown started in April, I thought that land, like the landowner is going to just like remove that rent. He is not going to take rent from me just because there was some news that nobody is going to pay rent in this time. So I was in that delusion of he's not going to take. But what happened is, after 2 months, like April and May, in the May end, he came to me that when are we going to pay the whole month together, like whole rent together. I thought it was zero, but it was actually 8,000, and the next month also I had to pay. So in total, it was around 12,000 due, 12,000 rupees due, which I thought it is zero. So there started, the life made me humble at that point. I was completely broke, like literally. I was so broke. I got so humble at that time, got so emotional, that I gave him some 12,500 rupees, that extra 500 for the electricity, or for whatever thing. I don't know why I gave him extra 500, but I gave him. Just take it, let me go. I gave him 12,500, which he said that let it be, but I gave him, and I left that room. Then I again came to my smaller room, which was something 1,500, or I think 1,500 or 2,000 rupees per month. So I came to that room, lived a more humble life. I was living with a security guard, college guard. He was a good person, but he used to smoke a lot and have some beer in weekends, or that kind of nature, that kind of environment. At Dehradun, a city was completely new, like nobody was mine. I had none, like zero money source, left everything, left my startup got crushed, zero source of income, no relatives. I left talking to my relative. I left talking to my parents. I think For 6 to 8 months, I didn't had any conversation with my parents. None, like completely zero. I was very I was humbled by life. Got nothing. I was humbled. Like no money, nothing, but I was hustling. I started writing blogs in a website, and somehow, somewhere, the points, dots connected and keep connecting and connecting, and that's how I'm at this place today. No, no, how it connected, how I came here. Like there was no planning to come here. It was zero planning. Like somehow the dots connected, but it was the worst time at that time. Like it was mentally and emotionally the worst time, and also I didn't had any money. So at that stage also I was completely done. Made me so much humble. Like that moment was really painful. Like when you had no money. Like think about this one situation. A time was there when, after I left everything, I came to this room. I started living with the security guard. I paid his rent when my time was good, and I was selling good cards, 30 by some cards. I was selling. I was earning good amount at that instant. In that 1 or 2 months span, I earned good amount, and at that time I paid his rent. That 2,000 rupees I paid his rent. After 6 months, when my situation went real bad, like real bad, I had to leave that room which was charging me 4,000. I again came back to this room with security guard, and this guy, in this lockdown COVID duration, I had nothing. Like my food was done. I had raw eggs, not even boiled, raw eggs for 2 months straight. I can drink, like this is my skill now. I can drink an egg, a raw egg, two, three, four, five eggs. Like my body is used to it because I for 2 months I just did that only, 3 or 4 eggs for daily basis to just live, to survive. In COVID duration, there was no food, there was no restaurants open, there was no auntie serving me food for money. There was nothing, and neither I had the money for that. Went real bad for the eggs. Like I was living on the eggs. And now it is my skill. I can have 5 to 6 eggs, like raw eggs. So what happened was I came back to that room like after 6 months, and that person, that security guard, he said, "You pay me." Not even the like a food can be prepared. Like he was preparing food for himself. It takes some 400, 500 extra rupees to just make for me also, but he charged me some 2,000, 2,500 for that. That the thing which you are paying somewhere else for restaurant, you can pay to me. That this line he said. Restaurants were not open. It was COVID. Like nothing was open. He charged me extra for the food. Time changes, situation changes. But I was so much humbled from that. Like I really got to learn a lot of things from that situation, and it's not like it was new to me, but that particular time when you have no money, you have no job, you have no work to do, and you already got broke just because you paid 12,500 to somebody else, which was a complete new transaction, and right now you don't have, literally don't have anything with you. And now this security guard whom you helped in your past is asking for some extra money, 4 times more money than what is required for food. Like for real. Like, and plus the landlord of that place asking for the remaining rent of that older month's rent. Like for real. Like it was an awesome moment. Like seriously, it was hell of a moment. Like it really made me humble. Lost like everything at that moment. Emotionally got so much broke. Then somehow I started writing blogs in the MLM blog website. Somehow the person here in this place, we got in contact. Somehow I started working as a commission salesman for them. Somehow the dots connected. Somehow I think I gave some good results to them. Somehow they called me that let's work from the office. Let's come here. And the situation was At that place, it was around 45-50 degrees Celsius. That tin room was so hot. My laptop is so much like built, just like me in that tin room. That my laptop is so much built. It is working since 6 to 8 years. It is now like it is working absolutely fine. It has seen the worst, just like me. So it is trained. So 45-50 degrees Celsius, that tin room. So it went so bad that I couldn't work to my own potential. And in October, I decided, let's go, let's just take that next step. So I flew, like I had some 11,000 rupees left in my bank account. I just put all in. I spent some 8,000 rupees and I flew to this place. I came Vadodara, and again we started from zero. Again we just blew it off, and till that day just hustling for the people, just hustling for that security guard, also just hustling for many people in my life, like for to everyone, like all the people whom I left behind, all the people who sacrificed, or somehow it's not about the money, it's about like it's not like I hate that security guard. I love him. I love him. He hustled a lot. He's 60 years of age. He hustled. I love him. But the thing is, that particular situation made me humble, and that was required. I am so much blessed. Like, this is the real thing. I'm so much blessed for all the things which happened in my life, for all the circumstances which happened in that duration. I like me paying that person 12,500, me paying that person 2,500 for the food, me paying that person for the rent, me realizing that I'm in a completely different state where I don't know anyone, there is no family, no parents, no friends, no financial support, no job, no money for the food, same clothes every day, 3 4 clothes, like repeating same clothes every day. I had infections in my body which just cured itself. The infections cured itself, like 3 4 days, 5 days, 7 days, 8 days, it cured itself. It was 50-degree hot room, the tin room, like nothing came from nothing. It was that condition which made me humble. It was I'm so much blessed for those moments, and I'm really ready for facing such kind of things anywhere in my life. I'm very much humbled due to all those situations. Now, whatever do I have, I don't spend anything for myself. I don't want anything. I just want to give, because the things which I have seen in my life, I don't want that thing to happen with anybody else. And I have seen worst with people. People are really not having good time out there. Really not having good time. I stood in that moment, but I didn't just gave up. I never gave up. It was many times, and it really comes many times that I feel like I should suicide. It really came many a times, like not one, two, three, or four, or five. It came many times, like I thought that I should suicide. Like the suicidal thought is just prime in my mind in my worst stages, when I, because I'm emotionally broke. I was at that moment. Just imagine, like in a blank city, you have no money, you have no rent, people are just doing this with you, and this that is COVID-19 lockdown. You cannot move out of your home. There is no home. It's just so broke conditions. So got me emotionally broke. Like, but that built me. That is my like actual base. I stood there. I won that situation. I somehow, and that is the ultimate thing is, and I never share what I earn. I just share my values, so you can learn from it, and you can just win over every situation in life. You don't think about yourself, you think about the people first, the actual people. Now I realize that okay, the things are not good with people, so I am going to make it best for them, best for each one of them. I'm gonna give them so much that I have never ever imagined for anybody. Like anything, I'll give them everything they ever imagined, or I ever imagined, or I ever saw something. Like they are going to just have an amazing life. Whoever is going to be alive is they're going to have an amazing life. It's going to be amazing. That is the result of that situations, and that is how much blessed I am, and that is the only reason that I stay here in office like after hours and midnight and like any duration. I just stay here. I stay here. I sleep here. Let me show you how where I sleep. This is my cabin. You can see my cabin. Let me open the. Let me just open the lights. This is my cabin, and here you can see the chair. It's just like my little home. I stay here like for 1 or 2 hours. I go to my room, which is just 500 meters from here. I go there. I get fresh in 1 hour from 6 o'clock to 7 o'clock. I come back, and rest of the 23 hours I just stay here. That is the reality. You can see everything here. Like my shampoo was also here. My This is my gadda where I which I just lay down here, right here, from this space to this space. Let me show you. From this space, this is outside. Like I keep this outside. From this side to this side, I just do this gadda and I sleep here. This is my pillow forever. This is my best pillow ever, and that is like everything. I have a toothbrush. I have some extra pair of clothes. I have hair oil. I have shampoo, and what else is required? Nothing. That's a toothbrush, extra pair of clothes, shampoo, conditioner. I use like once in a week. I keep because my hairs are very long and I love long hairs, so I have to maintain them too. Some extra times are required for that too. But I keep hustling and I keep writing the blogs, and that's it. We keep writing the blogs, keep up the good spirit, win this moment and the following one. That's it. No matter how bad decisions you take, no matter how bad thoughts you get in your mind, just win this moment and the following one. That is what is required. Just win this moment and the following one. That is all it takes. It may happen that good things are not coming to you. It is lonely. I'm wearing this. It is like you can see. It's not like always it's cakes and cherries and AC and gadda and so much comfort, and it's like friends and girlfriend is just with you, and emotionally people are supporting you or giving you money, or parents are just calling you, how are you, and are you healthy, are you doing good. It's not like that. Like it's been 2 3 years. Something has gonna happen very time soon. It's not like anybody is supporting me right now. It's all you. You don't need any support. You yourself is capable enough to do anything. Like nothing external can beat you. Let me tell you again. Nothing external can beat you ever in your life. It is all about you, your decisions. It is all about your mindset, the values which you learn, the things which you do, the things which you see on social media. Just limit your eyes to intake such information which is not going to benefit you in any case. Things which are not teaching you something, things which is not building you or your values or giving you good knowledge. Just limit yourself. Don't even look at those things. It is really easy to get diverted, even for me. I'm also a human being. It's really easy to get diverted. So what I do, I just don't look at it. I focus on my work, hear some good songs, keep listening good songs. Whenever it's lonely or you feel it's not good, then just keep listening good songs, keep hustling. Or what else? What else can I say? You tell me. What would you love to listen? You're the best, and you hustle the best whenever you do the hard work. Like it's not like hard work is going to pay off. Your good karma is really going to pay off. Karma really matters a lot. Really, keep doing good karma, and just all. Hope you have an amazing life. Yes, life, not just a night, just an amazing life. Keep hustling, keep loving yourself, keep hustling. Keep up the good spirit. Keep learning. Your values is what's going to just take you